First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong.
Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's a little bit of a rainy start for some of us as we've got some scattered showers expected for the rest of today. I'll give you a live view of First Alert Doppler radar for the time being. As you can tell, a little bit heavier the further north you go, but nothing too crazy. We're pretty much just going to be looking at light to moderate showers through the morning and maybe a few heavier downpours by the afternoon. Some of that will last into your Tuesday evening commute. Eventually, we do dry out by the time you get ready to head out for your Wednesday. But overall, just looking at some rain and maybe a rumble of thunder, but nothing of severe concern. So here's what that future cast is looking like for us. Again, we'll take this with a grain of salt because it's not exactly matching up with what's currently happening. So this is just one of our models showing what may happen over the next couple of hours. I do think we may see a little bit more coverage than what this model is showing, but it still just goes to show that it will last through the evening commute for some of us, even into the overnight hours, and eventually we'll see things dry out for the most part by the time we get to tomorrow morning's commute. Maybe a few lingering showers, but other than that, especially if you live along and north of I-20, I would say by that point, if you're heading out the door, you're not going to have to worry too much about the rain. And in terms of totals, I'm not really tracking. Bless me. We're not tracking much in terms of total, although one of our models does have us getting a little bit more than an inch and a quarter. But nothing of flooding concerns. We're not really tracking, again, any kind of severe weather threat with this. It's just a measurable amount of rain for us going into these next couple of hours. But once this front passes through, then we're going to see some slightly cooler conditions set up for us, indicated by these deeper blues here. So at least we're not seeing the pinks and the purples. That would indicate more Arctic-like conditions. And luckily for us, that's not going to be the case. I will say we will get below freezing come Thursday morning, but we will eventually start to see more warm air indicated by these greens here set in for us by the time we get to the weekend and early next week. So I would say Thursday looks like our best chance to be dealing with temperatures below freezing, but it's not going to last for very long. We will get above freezing by the afternoon with highs back into the 50s, and then we're looking at low to mid 60s by Friday and continuing with those warmer temperatures into Saturday and Sunday of this weekend. So if you have any outdoor plans, you should be pretty good to go, especially if you plan to be out and about Sunday. Maybe you have a Super Bowl party, you may want to take it outside because we've got plenty of sunshine, not tracking any kind of rain for pretty much the next 7 days or so after today. And then still continuing with this warming trend into next week. So if you're not a fan of the cold weather, don't worry. We've only got a couple of days of it this week, and then more spring-like conditions by Friday and into the weekend, even into early next week as well. So overall, not looking half bad in our first alert forecast, especially compared to where we were this past weekend. As you can tell, though, clouds are increasing. This is our first alert sky cam for the Market Max in Monticello, showing us those increasing clouds. Temperatures are warming up rather quickly. We're going to stay mild today. 54 here in the metro, 51 in Vicksburg, as well as in Monticello. Still 47 in Forest and 49 in Carthage. But again, as the day goes on, we'll pretty much top out in the upper 50s, low 60s, but mainly dealing with those rain chances into the rest of today. And eventually we'll see things quiet down by midweek and continuing through the end of the week. We'll see a little bit more sunshine. And again, temperatures will warm up back into the 60s by Friday and into this weekend. So that's pretty much all I got for you this morning. It's a relatively quiet forecast after the rain moves through today. Again, that brief cool down Wednesday, Thursday, and then more spring-like weather by the end of the week. So again, yeah, that's all I got for you. And we'll have also more updates on the radar and what rain chances are looking like for this afternoon and evening's commute in our later newscast. So make sure to tune in for that, and make sure you have that free First Alert weather app. Great tool to have, especially with the interactive radar. But yeah, until then, have a great rest of your Tuesday.